Brad Scott was a highly valued player for the Brisbane Lions, making significant contributions over several years. He was particularly known for his fearless presence in defence. However, Scott faced numerous injuries throughout his career. Similar to his brother, Chris, Brad Scott gained a reputation as one of the toughest players in the league. Together, they played crucial roles in the Brisbane Lions' consecutive premiership victories in 2001 and 2002. Unfortunately, injuries prevented Scott from participating in the 2003 premiership, and he was also sidelined for a significant portion of the 2004 season. He announced his retirement from professional play at the end of the 2006 season. Throughout his tenure with the Brisbane Lions from 1998 to 2006, Scott played a total of 146 games and scored 39 goals. Prior to playing for Brisbane, Brad Scott started his career at Hawthorn. Scott joined Hawthorn through the 1994 National Draft, selected at pick 60. Despite not having the opportunity to play in his first season, Scott was delisted and redrafted back to Hawthorn in the 1996 draft, and later proving himself by winning the Reserve's Best and Fairest award. He made his senior debut in 1997 and showcased his skills through all 22 games, establishing himself as a reliable contributor. Despite his promising performance, Scott was traded to the Brisbane Lions at the end of the season, allowing him to play alongside his brother Chris. Cameron Mooney is known as one of Geelong's greatest forwards. Mooney played 209 games for the Cats, kicking 295 goals. He was a member of the 2007 and 2009 premiership sides, after a string of injuries affected his 2011 season and ultimately his career. He missed out on the 2011 premiership and has since been a member of the Fox Footy commentary team. Mooney, however, was drafted at pick 56 to North Melbourne in the 1996 draft. Playing 11 games for the Kangaroos, he was lucky to have been named in the 1999 team that would go on to win the premiership against Carlton. However, he would not register a single touch in the grand final, but he would still retire a three-time premiership player. At the end of the 1999 season, he was traded to Geelong as part of a deal to bring Lee Colbert to the Kangaroos. Fraser Gehrig made his debut with the St Kilda Saints in 2001, initially playing as a fullback. He quickly gained recognition and finished second in the St Kilda Best and Fairest award. In 2003, he switched to the full forward position, coinciding with the team's rise in performance. Gehrig became a dominant force in the goal square, weighing in at 109 kilograms and showcasing his prolific goal-kicking abilities. He won back-to-back Coleman medals in 2004 and 2005, and was named in the All-Australian team for 2004. Gehrig's unique style of play earned him the nicknames G-Train for his strong marking and locomotive-like leads. Despite contemplating retirement, he continued to play and achieved significant milestones, including his 200th and 250th games. Gehrig announced his retirement from St Kilda before their last game of the 2007 season. However, in a surprising turn of events, he changed his mind 3 months later and expressed his desire to continue playing with the team. Gehrig had already been removed from the playing list, so he had to rejoin the team through the AFL draft. He struggled initially, leading to concerns about his form and fitness, and was even dropped from the reserves. Gehrig later revealed that he was dealing with painful arthritis, which affected his performance and required surgery. St Kilda placed him on the long-term injury list, allowing them to bring in another rookie. Although Gehrig returned to the senior list as a precaution, he did not play for the remainder of the season. However, Gehrig began his AFL career with the West Coast Eagles, where he played as a utility and on the wing, showcasing his strength and versatility. Despite facing challenges in breaking into the strong Eagles lineup, Gehrig had a breakthrough season in 1997 and earned a spot in the All-Australian team as a forward pocket. However, injuries and a dip in form affected his performance in the following years. As a result, he was traded to St Kilda at the end of the 2000 season, with the West Coast Eagles receiving David Sirakowski and the 18th pick in the 2000 draft, which turned out to be Daniel Kerr. Overall, for the Eagles, he played 115 games and kicked 159 goals. Sam Mitchell was recruited by the Hawthorn Football Club in the 2001 draft with selection number 36. He joined Hawthorn as part of a trade which saw Trent Crode and Luke McFarlane go to Fremantle. He initially played with the Box Hill Hawks in the first half of his debut season in 2002, before breaking into the Hawthorn side later that year. In 2003, he won the AFL Rising Star Award and earned the nickname The Extractor for his exceptional clearances and ball-winning abilities. Mitchell continued to excel in subsequent seasons, including winning the Peter Crimmins Medal for the first time in 2006. He captained Hawthorn from 2008 to 2010 and led the team to their first premiership in 17 years in 2008. Mitchell received multiple individual accolades, including the Brownlow Medal in 2012 and winning the Peter Crimmins Medal 5 times. He played a key role in Hawthorn's 4 premierships in 2008 and the three-peat between 2013 and 2015, and finished his career with 307 games and 67 goals for the club, averaging 26 disposals over his career. In October 2016, Mitchell was traded to the West Coast Eagles at Hawthorn's request. He played for the Eagles for 1 season in 2017 before announcing his retirement from AFL. Mitchell played 22 games and kicked 4 goals during his time with the West Coast Eagles. Shortly after retiring, he joined the West Coast Eagles as an assistant coach in 2018, a season in which the team won the AFL Premiership. Mitchell then returned to Hawthorn as an assistant coach and served as the midfield coach. In 2021, he became the head of development and the senior coach of Hawthorn's VFL affiliate team, the Box Hill Hawks. However, plans changed and Mitchell was announced as the successor to Alistair Clarkson as the senior coach for Hawthorn in 2021, taking on the role immediately after the conclusion of the 2021 season. Anthony Rocca played a crucial role in Collingwood's forward line, leading the team's goal kicking in 2002 when they reached the grand final. However, his impact was limited as he managed to kick only 38 goals that year. In 2003, he was suspended in the preliminary final, preventing him from playing in another grand final, as Collingwood lost to Brisbane by a significant margin. Injuries plagued Rocca in the following years, with a snapped Achilles tendon in 2005 sidelining him for the season. However, he made a strong comeback in 2006, kicking a career-best 55 goals and being Collingwood's leading goal kicker for the 3rd time. Despite his success, his form was inconsistent, and he faced criticism for his performances at times. Rocca retired from AFL in 2009, having played 242 games and kicking 415 goals. He transitioned into coaching and took up roles as an assistant coach for Collingwood's VFL team in 2011. He later became a defensive development coach and eventually joined North Melbourne as a development coach in 2021. Throughout his career, Rocca showed his strength as a forward and his powerful kicking ability. He was highly regarded as a young player and was selected as the 2nd overall pick in the 1994 AFL draft by the Sydney Swans. Despite being drafted by the Swans, Rocca's heart was with his hometown team, Collingwood. Rocca has openly admitted that during his time at Sydney, he struggled with homesickness and his heart wasn't fully committed to the Swans. So, after 22 games and 11 goals, Anthony Rocca would be traded to the Magpies.